Hello Blizzard fans, this is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Blizzard upload. This is a game between Dragon and Tang on Dash and Terminal, the latter edition. This is a Legacy of the Void ZVZ, and ZVZ and Legacy of the Void is a lot more varied than in Heart of the Swarm. I know I cast a Ling Baneling cast a couple weeks ago, and my subscribers made fun of me for it because I said that I was kind of sick of Ling Baneling and Roach and Muta being the only options, but basically, there are a lot more options here, so if we see an occasional Ling Baneling game and an occasional Roach v Roach game, that's okay. I think I can live with it. It just basically I was getting tired of the same three strategies over and over again in Heart of the Swarm. But regardless, in the right side of Dash and Terminal, the latter edition, we have the red Zerg player. It is Dragon. And in the top-ish part of Dash and Terminal, the latter edition, we have the blue Zerg player. I was going to say Protoss for some reason. It is Tang from Team All Inspiration. Alright, so ZVZ here. Are we going 15 hatch for Tang? Tang, you're going 15 hatch and a ZVZ. Are you a crazy person? No, that's okay. Dragon's actually going 15 hatch as well, so nothing too crazy. Both players recognizing, hey, this is Legacy of the Void. No need to rush. No need for these games to be over super fast, right? And what on earth? Throwing down an evolution chamber right inside the main base of Tang. Pretty much, I've seen this before, but it's been a while. Basically, the idea is to get the evolution chamber up, and then when it dies, the broodlings come out and try to snipe down workers. So, I mean, it's okay. It does cost, I think, 75 minerals to make an evolution chamber. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Build evolution chamber. Yep, 75. So, I mean, it is definitely a cost. You lose a drone as well. But it kind of also messes up the pathing of your workers here on this gas, which, again, is super annoying. Again, I haven't seen this in a long time. I'm not sure why not. I think maybe somebody did some analysis and found that this maybe wasn't as efficient a block as it could be, or other things were just better to do. It costs too much for too little reward. I don't know entirely at this point, but Tang's here scouting, saying, hey, you're getting your gas from your extractor with no problem. This is very annoying. I find this unfair. Spawning pool building here for both players. Who's ahead at this point? Tang's does finish. He's making no lings whatsoever at this point. He's making queens, he's making an overlord, he's making drones. He's not worried about an attack going from anything at this point. Again, because he recognizes the spawning pool is not finished yet, and there it is. The queen's going to be on the way. The overlord scooting on out of there, saying, I do not want to get hit by that queen. She can kill me. She's mean. She shoots spikes into my face and my eyeballs. So I'm going to run away. Are we actually going to get anything to try to deal with this evolution chamber? The queen, I guess, is going to be able to take it down eventually, but she just does so little damage to ground units. I feel like it'll take a while. Roachhorn coming up now for Tang. A couple lings on the way, and there they go. The lings are going to try to snipe down this evolution chamber. Just get it on out of the way. Good inject here from Tang. Inject here again as well. How are the injects going to be for Dragon? A lot of lings on the field for Dragon. Baneling Nest on the way. All right. Remember what I said about not worrying about Ling Baneling if it was once in a while? Well, I'm going to say this qualifies as once in a while. Good inject. Good inject. Dragon is a good player. Those injects were spot on. Here come the lings. Here come the banelings. I'm just so worried for Tang. He's kind of preoccupied with this evolution chamber, but here come a ton of lings. They're not even speedlings yet. They're going to try to get a good wraparound on this. Queen injects desperately and, oh, manages to get out of there. Running away. A couple lings trying to kill workers here at the same time. And where are Tang's lings? Tang does not have any lings. He's got roaches. Roaches are on the way. Excellent stutter step micro on those lings, trying to kill these drones as fast as they can. Are they to get the queen? They're going to get the queen instead of the drones. The queen running away as fast as she can, but the surround is on and she ends up dead, but all of the Zerglings for Dragon are dead as well. More and more lings coming on in. There are banelings here, though. We are using a combination of roaches and drones to take care of this attack, and yes, actually survived that fairly well. Oh, no! Big baneling hits, though. A couple drones do end up dead. 5 drones are dead for Tang. Dragon has lost 21 lings, though, and does it not show banelings on units lost? I don't think it does. A couple banelings as well, but look at this. Basically, it's going to be a giant ling train on the way for Dragon. This is how I play ZVZ. If you come across me on the ladder in a ZVZ, I will try to kill you with all of the lings in the entire world until you die, or I die, because it's not a great strategy. So we'll have to see how Dragon does. It has an overlord here, which is good. Trying to see if anybody is going to move out. Any units try to move out to kill him. But here comes some lings. Again, number of roaches is pretty darn good. Nothing in production for Tang right now. I'm not sure what that is. We're going to try to get us surround with these lings. More lings reinforcing, though, for Tang coming. That's going to help a lot. And yes, Dragon recognizes it, backs on out of there. Advances just a second to make Tang think that he's going to juke, but nope. Doesn't do it. A couple the banelings are being morphed on the outside here, but again, the number of roaches, banelings just don't do well against roaches at all. Tang has a 34 to 25 harvester lead. He's making 4 and 5 more workers, replacing his queens. He is not overcommitting to this. He recognizes what the situation is. I think he can handle it with the number of roaches that he has. And here we go again. Banelings crashing on something. They're not quite sure what they want to do. One of them does get into the mineral line, but it doesn't actually kill the workers. A roach, no, this roach does survive with 20 hit points. And again, here comes another push. We're just going to keep doing this, Dragon. I think 22 lings on the way from Dragon. He is committing to this so hardcore right now. Tang floating some money. About 400 here. Not playing particularly well. Trying to take a third base, but those lings say, They can swing around this right side, which is what Tang's lings are ready to see here. It is a ling on ling action. I think Dragon's lings can take care of this. Going to be very close. And yeah, forcing a retreat there from Tang. The roaches trying to deal with those speedlings boosting on up into the main base. They're going to try to kill that roach warren. Is that what's happening here? Yes, it is. 4 more roaches are on the way, but man, a huge bunch of lings swinging on in to this natural base while Tang is preoccupied inside his main. He finally got that cleaned up, but all of his workers here at the natural are ending up dead. We're going to try to block this. I think Tang might just have to give up on this second base. The roaches are trying to do what they can, but there are just too many lings, but no. Dragon does not agree with me, decides to back out instead. And again, a bit of a silent moment here. Tang takes a deep breath. He's upgrading to a lair. Tang, if you win this game, I'm going to hand it to you because, man alive, this is nothing but straight up link pressure forever and ever and ever. And when that happens, I just need to make units to try to deal with it. Tang looked like he wanted to tech up. He wanted to use roaches, which he's doing, I mean, okay with. Roaches are kind of dying left and right here. Roaches getting surrounded by these lings. There are queens helping with the battle as well. More and more roaches coming out. But the number of lings available is just enough. A few more streaming from across the map and just backing out again. It's 24 to 31 drones now. Dragon's actually up getting a roach warren of their own here. 6 roaches on the way for Tang. Not really floating money anymore. Dragon's the one doing it now. 400 and 400 there. And Jax might not be as spot on, but again, I think it's just a lot of money here on Legacy of the Void. I think you might need a macro hatch or a third base to really deal with as much larva as you get. And as much money, actually, rather, as you get. Link's checking for a third base. There is not a third base here. That's okay. They can come around this right side and try to get up into the main. This is just kind of a weird little thing. You don't see this very often in maps in StarCraft 2. Usually, if you deal with the front door, you don't have to worry about a back door into your natural. It's just kind of a one base or the other. Holding the ramp. Lings are everywhere in this natural base, though. The Queen fighting for her life. The roaches fighting for their lives. The transfuse going down on one of the roaches, and Dragon backs out. Again, I think Dragon's really super committed to this strategy, making a few roaches now, but so many more lings, getting a lair here at this point. And yes, Tang does have a lair, getting glial reconstitution. He wants the speed on these roaches to deal with these attacks. Fast roaches do better against speedlings than slow roaches do. They're still not amazing at catching them, but that extra speed can be very, very nice in the hands of a good Zerg player. Ooh, Ravager being morphed here for our friend Dragon. Alright, so our one Ravager in a group. I don't know what it's going to really do. Lair just about to finish. But here comes Tang. Tang says, alright, this is enough of that. We're going to get in here and show you a lesson. And here it is. Roach on roach action with those lings absorbing a lot of the hits. But I think all of them are going to die. The corrosive bile, is that what that is? Yes, does come up there and then go down. It's roach on roach. Tang decides to move on out. Feels he does not have a super viable position. Waiting for reinforcements. Oh, it was a fake out. More and more reinforcements coming in, and nobody has any upgrades at this point. A lot of money was spent on those Ling-Baneling battles. The roaches are chasing everybody back, getting right on top of this horde. Roaches for Dragon are very low on hit points. The corrosive bile comes, doesn't do much of anything, really, if we're going to be honest with ourselves. The roach count is dwindling for Dragon. Are they all going to die? The Queen ends up dead. These spawning roaches end up dead. The Ravager being focused down by those roaches. More roaches come down from the main base. They end up getting acid bathed themselves from the acid saliva. A Queen marching down here for some reason gets surrounded by roaches and dead, and that's it. Dragon leaves the game, and Tang is victorious. Okay, so again, I like to say this. In ZVZ matches, it can feel like you're so behind in ZVZ because somebody comes in with a lot of lings, kills a bunch of your workers, but you have to recognize they're not necessarily able to keep up with you in economy if they're making that many Zerglings. They're making a trade-off. They're trying to kill you. So if they don't kill you, then what that means is you have the wherewithal to make units to get more ahead in the economy, and if you can defend well enough, you can actually bring a big swell of units and come kill them eventually, as long as you don't wait too long. So again, Dragon has more workers than Tang does. So I think Dragon was able, and this is probably to get more of an advantage into the mid game and the late game, but Tang recognized the position that he was in and decided instead to come make the attack, and it worked out for him. So well played there by Tang. Good game sense. And this has been Falcon Paladin with yet another Daily Blizzard upload. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you heard and what you saw today. You can also find me on Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook, all /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you for watching, and you take care of yourself.